All right, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube citizens, y'all know who it is. This is the boy Twin Fun. Today's day is Saturday, May the 17th, and we are at the meetup. And speaking of which, I need to actually check in real quick. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to check in. All right, so we got that done. So now, it's now 2 o'clock. Shadow Regigigas should be live right now. There we go. We see 1, 2, I see 3 of them so far. The other 3 gems are kind of slacking. Okay, there they go. Now they popping, and then there's one missing. Okay, somebody jumped in. Wait, hold up. Okay, so I see. How many people are in this one? Oh, yeah, this is the one right here. This is the one right here. Oh my gosh, it almost filled up already. Well, it did just fill up. Okay, let me back out of here. So I was slow with it. Let me see the other one. Okay, let's jump in this one. All right, so when it comes to Shadow Regigigas, obviously it's a normal type. So what you want to use here is a fighting types right here. And we got them right here. So we got the fighting types ready to go. And I'm not going to like invite people unless we're like really low, because they're going to be filled up anyway. So it's like, there's no point. Now, here's what else we're going on today. Speaking of Shadow Pokemon, the Team Go Rocket leaders have a new lineup. So we're going to go over all 4 of their lineups and the best counters to use against them. So yeah, we're going to be doing that today as well. Hey, EF, what we enjoying off of me? All right, so here we go. Somebody backed out for some strange reason. Nevertheless, here we go. Now, I was live here on YouTube like a few hours ago and on the Puppet website at the same time. I was multi-streaming, looking for Shadow Regigigas Raids. I was successful in finding them, but I need to change her movesets. But not successful in finding the shiny, unfortunately. So I still do not have a shiny Shadow Regigigas. I obviously got shiny Regigigas, but not the shiny Shadow Regigigas. Okay, so why is nobody using the gem? Okay, there we go. I'm about to say, okay, there, wait, is this, no, it's not Sadu yet. Okay, there we go. I'm about to say, yeah, people, use your gem. I'm trying to save mine. I was using them earlier today. So, okay, there we go. And we should be able to take this down. Liquid Split. Now, I was doing some of these last night because I was getting invites from Australia, New Zealand, and Japan. And, of course, I was jumping in their raids as well. So far, no shiny Shadow Regigigas, rather. So, hopefully today is the day. Hopefully today is the day we get that shiny. All right. Oh, did that count? I'm not sure that counted or not. But nevertheless, let's see. Do we have a shiny? No. Still no shiny. 24, 25. Now, also last night, the first one I did get a 93%er, which was very interesting, if I do say so myself. So we need to capture this, and then we go do the others. There we go. Stay tuned. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we are in another Shadow Regigigas raid right here. So here's what we're going to do while we're dealing with the thing. We are going to talk about the lineup that my Rifey will use. Okay, so here we go. So she's going to start off with a Shadow Trapinch, which can be shiny, by the way. And then after that, she would either go with the one of these 3 Pokemon. What are they? Hold up, what is this? Okay, yeah, Shadow Mixmagius, Shadow Staraptor, or Shadow Ferrothorn. And then she's going to end up with either Shadow Houndoom, Shadow Camera, or a Shadow Drapion as we took down the Shadow Regigigas. So, looking at this, right off the bat, you want to bring in a water type. That water type, more likely Swampert. So you want to bring in Swampert. Swampert would be good against, God dang, it's still not shiny. Would be good against Trapinch. And then it would be good against that entire 3rd row. Like, whichever one of those Pokemon you use, yeah. Swampert would be good against it. Make sure you have Hydro Pump and Earthquake, and then you should be just fine. Okay, we need to set this sucker up. Okay, there we go. There we go. And that was a terrible throw. Now, you also want to bring in a Dark type for that Miss Magius. Now, for the other 2, I would recommend Electrifier, because Electrifier have a Lightning move and a Fire move. So if she bring in that Staraptor, there you go. If she bring in a Ferrothorn, rather, the Flamethrower will do the job right there. So that's what I would recommend. Lead off with Swampert, bring in Electrifier that have Flamethrower and some type of electric move, and of course end it off with a Dark type move, just in case you have a Miss Magius. So like a Hydreigon, something along those lines. Or better yet, I would probably say Gyarados that have Crunch in a water move. So against, you got to go against one of those three in the back line that is weak against water. So there you go with that. Now I need to capture this thing because we need to join in on the other gym. So let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And I don't think the IVs are good on this one. So what we're going to do is capture this. Let's see. If we did, cool. If not, stay tuned. So we are in another Regigigas Raid, a Shadow one that is. And next up on the list is Arlo. So Arlo is going to lead off with a Shadow Horsey, which now can be shiny, which is pretty cool. After that, he's going to bring in either Shadow Steelix, Shadow Slowbro, or a Shadow Crobat. And then he's going to end it off with either a Shadow Scizor, Shadow Alakazam, or a Shadow Alolan Mux. Okay, so here we go. You want to bring in really electric type here. So anything we'll do, Electrifier, Raikou, anything electrical would work because it would be good against the Horsey, it'd be good against the Crobat, it'd be good against the Slowbro. But in this case, I'll probably go with Electrifier because of the Flamethrower fiasco, because if you got to deal with Steelix and or Scizor, that Flamethrower would come to play here. And then you would also need a dark type to deal with the Alakazam, and maybe even with the, well, not with the dark type, but really a ghost type to deal with the Alakazam, to deal with the Slowbro. Because I think the Slowbro, isn't that a Psychic type as well? Yes, it is a Psychic type. As we took down another Shadow Regigigas, let's see if it's shiny. Yes, we got it. 2445, we got the shiny. Let's go. This thing looks sick, if I do say so myself. Oh my goodness, this thing looking sick. I need you to stop with the attack. There we go. We got the shiny. We are done. It's over. We are finished. Finito. We got the shiny Shadow Regigigas. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see what the IVs are on this thing. The IVs are very good, actually. Very good for a Shadow Pokemon. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let me show you guys the rest of the lineup, though. Let me show you guys the rest of the lineup that I would be using against Arlo. So let me find. Oh, here it is right here. So in this case, I got Electrifier, Groudon, and Hydreigon. And I may switch out the Hydreigon for a, I'm not sure Dark is super effective against Psychic, maybe it serves me correctly. I know Ghost here, but I'm not sure about Dark. So in that case, I'm going to look up GHOST. I had an idea, but I'd rather not roll with that idea. Now, this right here, Chandelure will work as well with the Ghost and Fire moves. So have a backup Fire move right there against the Scizor as well. So yeah, that'll be the squad I'll be using right there. We got two more to talk about, so let's not waste any time. Let's go. So despite me getting the shiny Shadow Regigigas with the last raid, we're still doing more of these because why the heck not? Now, next up we're going to talk about is that brainhead of a guy named Cliff. So this is probably going to be the popular one that everybody going to be going for. And that's because he have the shiny Shadow Gibble right there. So he's going to lead off with Gibble. And then after that, he's going to either bring in, this is where things going to get a little bit interesting, Shadow Annihilate, Shadow Honchkrow, or Shadow Skarmory. And then he's going to end it off with either Shadow Tyranitar, Shadow Machamp, or Shadow Luxray. This one is kind of interesting to strategize for, but I believe I came up with a strategy for it. So obviously you want to bring in a fairy type. The fairy type right here. So Togekiss would be the main one here because it will defeat the Gibble, it will handle Annihilate, it will handle Honchkrow, it will handle Machamp, and to a degree, it will handle Tyranitar. If the Tyranitar growing rock moves, no, don't use that against that. But if it growing dark moves, then you may be straight with that. No back-to-back shiny here, unfortunately. And the IVs are crap. Okay, let's go ahead and capture that real quick. So instead, what you want to do, as I'm trying to line up my circle, there we go. So what you want to do instead, you also want to bring in a ground move. So I would probably go with Groudon because the Luxray and the Tyranitar, they would be weak against that. And then in terms of the Skarmory, like electric type move will work as well. Even a fire type, so Electrifier will work right here. So if it's Skarmory, it's either or with the Flamethrower, the electric type move. If it's Honchkrow, then the electric move will be fine right there. Although again, the Togekiss will do the job right there. So, man, I thought it was going to be difficult to strategize against, but not really. Now that I think about it, not really. It's just that you have a lot of options for dealing with Cliff. So once I get done capturing this Regigigas, I can actually show you guys what lineup I have in store for dealing with Cliff. This thing is being that was a small, excellent throw, and this fool popped out immediately. Can you stay in the ball? Oh my, look at this cheese. Look at this cheese right here. And it's not even that good. I may need to increase that circle a bit. So let's see, 1, 2. Okay, yeah, give me a second.
One eternity later.
There we go, excellent throw. Hopefully this is an excellent catch. 1, 2, 3. Finally, we got this thing. Okay, so there's one more leader that we need to talk about, and that will be Giovanni. So, and I think there's one more raid right here. Yeah, we're gonna jump in. Stay tuned. All right, so we just took down another Regigigas Raid right here. Okay, let's see, do we have a shiny this time? Another one, that is. 2431. IVs ain't bad, IVs ain't bad. And let's see. There's one more that we need to talk about. There's one more leader that we need to talk about, and that would be Giovanni. So the former rival of mine now is obsolete for me. So Giovanni, what he gonna use? He gonna use Person. Start off with that usual Shadow Person. And then he gonna bring in Shadow Kangaskhan, Shadow Rhyperior, or Shadow Nidoking. And then the new legendary on the block, it would be Shadow Dialga. This is not shiny, boo, his. 2431 though. Maybe interesting IVs. So naturally, Lucario would be best because, you know, got the fighting move, and it got that one move, I forgot, quick attack, I forgot what it's called. They can get the charge move off very quickly, make them use their shields. After that, you can either bring in another fighting type in case you use that Rhyperior, but I would probably say bring in a water type, or really Swamper or ground type. So that'd be super effective against the Nidoking, but a fighter would also be good against Kangaskhan as well, and the Rhyperior, and also Swamper would be super effective against the Rhyperior as well. And then of course Dialga. Dialga, you want ground, you want fire, you want fighting. So this could be like a team of fighters if you want to go that route. But again, if we bring in the Nidoking, then that team of fighters won't exactly work all the way. Let's just have some type of water move or a ground move on it, then, or somehow psychic. But I can't think of a fighter that is also a psychic type, not the top of my head anyway. So once I get done capturing this, I will show you the squad that I have for Giovanni. And also I'm supposed to show you guys the squad that I have for Arlo. And I forgot to do that with the last clip. So let me see. Why are you constantly kicking out? This thing needs to stop kicking out. And, wow, okay. Let's see if we got it without a throw bonus, which would be typical. Nope, he kicked out. Give me a second.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
2. All right, we finally caught this one. So let's see what the IVs are on this Shadow Regigigas, and that should be it. IVs are interesting because it got some PvP IVs, but it would only be good for Ultra League, so it's like, if that. So it's like, All right, let me show you guys what I'm gonna be using against Cliff, what I think would be best against Cliff. Now in this case, with Geo, we got Lucario, Groudon, and Swamper. So that would be the squad I'll be using right here. I should be fine and dandy with that squad right there. All right, so there's no more raids within the park. They're gonna be resetting in about 8 minutes. So yeah, stay tuned, y'all. Okay, so I've been here throughout the entire meetup, really throughout the entire event. This is the last one. There's about 11 minutes left before the event is over. Now, let me give you guys an update regarding what's been going on. I did get a second shiny Shadow Regigigas, and then after that, cold, silent. Nothing else has been happening. So there's that. Now, something interesting did happen in the last raid. I got a 2473. The Hundo is 2483, so I was off by 10 CP. And no, that one was not the shiny, unfortunately. But I don't know what the IVs are because I didn't check. I immediately jumped in here. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead rather and knock this out. We just did. Again, this is gonna be my last one for the day. Let's see if we can get the shiny on this one. Let's see if we can get 3 shinies today with the CP. 2413. So that was 70 CP off on the Hundo, unfortunately. All right, so let's see. Nevertheless, is this the shiny? Survey says? No, no shot clock cheese for me. Boo, his. So let's go ahead and capture this real quick. Ooh, I'm about to say, I thought I threw that ball way too early, but nope. I landed it with the great throw. Now we go set the circle actually and see if we can get ourselves an excellent throw. Okay. Go ahead. Bam. Excellent throw. Hopefully this is an excellent catch. 1. Y'all knew it. I actually got some critical catches as well. Like, I think like 3 or 4. So that was pretty interesting as well. And boom, excellent throw. Let's see if this is the catch right here. 1. Oh my gosh, this thing is not staying the ball. Okay. And I was late with that throw. There it is, another excellent throw. This got to be the catch. Come on, 1. Give me a second.
2 days later.
Excellent throw. Let's see it. 1, 2. Okay, finally we caught it. Okay, I was about to say. All right, so we caught this one. So the IVs on that one, more likely garbage. There's no more around here. Yeah, there's no more around here. Okay, so let's check out this 2473. Let's see what the IVs are. That's a 96. We got a 96% right here. And let me show y'all the other shiny that I got real quick, which is right here. So there it is, 2418. That's the second one that we got. And the first one right here, 2445. So we'll talk. Let me see something real quick. Regigi and 4-star. Oh, I do have a Honda already. I was wondering, this was like back in 2021. I was about to say, if I did not have a Honda already, I would have purified one of these and make it a Honda. But since I got the Honda already, there's no need for me to do that. So I'm going to call it a wrap. Now, if you reach this point of the video, leave in the comment section below counters. If you reach this point of the video, leave in the comment section below counters. And at the very end, you should see 2 cards. One of them would be something that YouTube recommends, while the other one would be the last video that I put out. So make sure to check that out. Check out all my videos. Go Fest is coming up. More news is coming up. You do not want to miss any of that. I'm going to call it a wrap now. So with all that said, y'all know this is this boy New J Gatsby, a.k.a. New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.
Subscribe. Thanks, man. Do it.
After you subscribe to the channel, make sure you click the bell icon so you never miss a new video or a live stream ever again. Thanks, guys.
Lewis the trainer, articulating paint. With my tongue, I done things that people said I can't. Now they rank 'em with the elite, but it's for the people, and victory is part of defeat. Cause when you get back on your feet, then you try again. Learn from mistakes, show 'em that I got what it takes, and I'm dying to win. I'ma hit and move away.